Greetings, good people. What's up? What's happening? My name is Dr. Clarence, and welcome back to TV7 Live, where we get to give you all the hottest and top trending topics. Broadcasting live and direct from Zimbabwe, Africa. So it has just happened. 2 men arrested. 2 men arrested carrying explosives at the President Emerson Mnangagwa event. What happened there? We're gonna go there right about now, but in the meantime, before we get there, let us take a look to what is happening in the news. What's fresh? What is the latest? What's in the papers? What are the papers saying? All right. All right. Here the Daily News headline is saying ZANU PF moves to ban 2030 slogan. All right. ZANU PF moves to ban 2030 slogan. Let's get inside to see what is happening. Interesting here. All right. So this is what is happening here. ZANU PF is moving to stop its structures from continuing to urge President Emerson Mnangagwa to extend his stay in office. The party's national political commissar Mnangagwa said, speaking to the Daily News yesterday, Machacha said the former liberation movement would, in this regard, rein in the chanting of slogans, suggesting that Mnangagwa should remain in power beyond 2028. Now, this guy, this Machacha guy, is the one who is making this announcement that ZANU PF is moving to ban the 2030 slogan. But here, we see this. Actually, it is Machacha, the last person to make that slogan, or at least one of the last people to make that slogan here. Then we're seeing him back saying, we want to ban it. So there, that is Munyaradzi Machacha there making that slogan, that 2030 slogan. So that video, I came across it yesterday, and now it's only a few hours I'm seeing him being quoted in the Daily News. ZANU PF moves to ban ED 2030 slogan. So why was he making that slogan? Again, here, let me just zoom him in. That is Munyaradzi Machacha. They making that slogan there. Now, other headlines in the news, they saying government banks on civil servants in tourism push. Now, this is a useless story there. Basically, what these guys are talking about, they are talking about that locals should also be involved in tourism. Locals should be involved in tourism. They should set aside money to be tourists in your own country. Right? So I'm not going to go through it. It's a useless story, that one. Then the Herald cover story, what is it saying? All systems in place for the 44th SADC Summit. What is in place for the 44th SADC Summit? The villas are not yet completed. What is completed so far? Nothing is completed. Nothing on the SADC flagship projects has been completed so far, as in 00 nothing. Big up to Ruth Mbewe. Good morning, good morning. So nothing has been completed. 00 nothing. So what's the news here? No news. Actually, I can safely say that the Herald is publishing false news in that. Okay, maybe if that's the in place they mean, then it's in place. Everything is in place. Anyways, what else do we have in the Herald here? ZACC steps up fight against corruption. Now this one is a tricky one, which says Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission steps up fight against corruption. What do they do? I'm just going to summarize it. All right. So basically, it's talking about the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission having intensified its effort against corruption by signing 8 memorandum of understanding with various institutions, including the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission and the South Africa Special Investigations Unit. These agreements formalize partnerships, foster mutual understanding, and align goals. Previous memorandum of understandings with institutions like Public Service Commission and Botswana Directorate on Corruption and Economic Crimes have been further operationalized, enhancing collaborative anti-corruption efforts. At ZACC's recent annual general meeting, Chairperson Michael Reza highlighted their proactive stance, which includes engaging stakeholders such as Transparency International, ZimCode, and the East-West Management Institute. This collaboration has created a robust network to support expertise, significantly strengthening ZACC's ability to combat corruption effectively. So these guys are talking about signing memorandum of an understanding with various bodies in their move to fight corruption. In their move to fight corruption. But what has been happening? Check this one. ZACC accused of breach of justice, allegedly shielding convicted criminals. This is the same Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission we are talking about here. So what did they do here? That guy showing here is a self-styled Italian mafia boss who is based in Zimbabwe. A self-styled Italian mafia boss who is based in Zimbabwe. And the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission is facing a serious scandal that threatens its credibility and commitment to justice. A whistleblower, Lee Song, has accused the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission investigating officer Willem Adam of misconduct, including intimidating police, prosecutors, and magistrates, and protecting convicted criminals, according to a publication by the New Zimbabwe. The controversy centers around Francesco Maconati and son Alessandro, who were convicted earlier this year for threatening Song with death and were sentenced to 105 hours of community service each. However, allegations suggested that Alessandro did not perform his community service and Francesco did not complete his required hours. Song claims that Adam disregarded the law by intimidating magistrates and Judicial Service Commission officials who had issued a warrant for McConaughey's arrest. Adam allegedly harassed these officials, questioning their decisions and threatening them. Adam is also accused of interrogating the public prosecutor and summoning police investigation officers to Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission's Harare office, which Song claims Adam uses for manipulating cases. Song further alleges that Adam has been harassing judicial officers at Harare Magistrate Court since June 26, 2024 on behalf of Francesco Maconati. These allegations suggest a severe abuse of power by Adam, casting doubt on ZACC's integrity and the ability to fight corruption. Song's letter to the Chief Director of the Criminal Investigation Department, CID, has sparked public outrage and calls for a thorough investigation, emphasizing that ZACC should not abuse its authority or interfere with proceedings. So we're seeing what is happening here. And these guys, they're saying we are moving to fight corruption. We are moving to fight corruption. Yet, there's an ongoing case here where we are seeing this happening, where this self-styled Italian boss is hiring those who are supposed to fight corruption. So it's very disturbing. So this guy is actually into mining here in Zimbabwe. And we are seeing this happening. I don't know why they allow such people here. This conduct is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Harassing an entire judicial system, an entire legal system. Harassing an entire system from the police to the magistrates to the prosecutors. That is very disturbing now. Enough respect to everybody who's watching us live right now. Anyways, bear with me there. I was having a problems with my system there, but I think now it's gonna be okay now. Big up to everybody who's watching us live right about now. Dr. Clarence TV7 live. To those who are watching us live, guys, you can leave your comment in the top chat or in the super chat. That's how I can see your names, so I can give you my shout outs. Big up to Ruth Mbewe watching us live right there. What happens if you ndep? Say, Dumisani Ngungu, good morning, what's up, what's happening? There's no electricity, so I'm using an inverter. So low power affects the processor of the PC. It performs a little bit low. Remember, I'm just getting back in the groove, guys. I haven't been streaming for a very long time, so bear with me as that will be happening, right? Obviously, with the passage of time, we're gonna get better and back in the groove. Now, what's up with this criminal that was found with explosives at an Emerson Mnangagwa function? And the Tiripano and the Puperupano, thank you very much, expert campaigners. Thank you very much for that. right. So this is what was happening. This is what happened. The dramatic incident unfolded on 30 May 2024 as President Emerson Mnangagwa arrived to commission the new school. ZACC approached the venue carrying a satchel. His bag contained a junction emulsion explosive paste, a catapult, and a man-made red trap. The vigilant police officers and soldiers at the gate conducted a routine search and demanded to see a license for the explosives. When ZACC failed to produce one, he was immediately arrested. The explosives, which he carried, weighed 200 grams. Under interrogation, ZACC implicated Murima, leading to his arrest, and in his defense, Murima claimed he was a builder who had used the explosives to drill a borehole at Lakson Kaguru's homestead in Mashaure village, Sadza. He asserted that he had given the leftover explosives to ZACC after completing the task. The prosecution, led by Ray Sikai, presented a compelling case ensuring that justice was served. The incident has sent shockwaves through the community, highlighting the grave dangers posed by the illegal possession and the use of explosives. As the villagers of Chivu come to terms with this unsettling event, the message is clear: the law will be enforced, the public safety will be rigorously protected. Now, Magistrate Sharon Nongo has handed over the following sentences. Murima received a 10-month sentence while ZACC was sentenced to 8 months. However, Magistrate Nongo commuted these sentences to 210 and 175 hours of community service at Nzuma Secondary School, respectively. So these guys, one, they arrive at a venue where ED is carrying a satchel that would be carrying explosive paste. And as they claim here, he claims it was for borehole drilling. He claims it was for borehole drilling. Anyways, he is given community service. What else was he carrying in his bag? A catapult, reckon. Yukubata shiri. In the red strip, yukubata mbiwa. Yeji. Kumushap. In the Sadza area. Hello, what happens if you you didn't write your name there? Anyways, enough respect to you, Dumisani Ngungu, expert carpenters, Ruth Mbewe, everybody who's watching us live. You can write your comments in the top chat or in the super chat. That's how I can see your names, so I can give you my shout outs. Anyways, enough respect to everybody who's watching us live right about now. So what else do we have in the news? Nothing much except this one. It's gonna be fire. This coming SADC summit, we are seeing something about to happen. Vendors will be removed. Vendors for ED will be removed from the Harare CBD and Chitungwiza areas as this SADC summit is drawing near. So I don't know how they're going to be doing it. Already in areas near airport, in Airport Road there, business owners there have been ordered to improve the outlook of their businesses, the outlook of their companies. Then here, back to this headline by the Newsday, where it says government banks on civil servants in tourism push. Government is proposing that civil servants contribute monthly for end of year holidays to promote domestic tourism despite workers wallowing in poverty. This comes at a time when domestic tourism has been viewed as low hanging fruit by government as it seeks to grow tourism sector to US $5 billion industry. Speaking during media engagement in Harare yesterday, Tourism and Hospitality Industry Minister Barbara Rhodes said the government has been promoting domestic tourism since last year and needed to amplify that. Now, the first stage they should be doing this, guys, is to give our civil servants salaries in US dollars so that maybe they will have extra money left to be spending local tourism. Things are very hard for these hardworking people, and nobody has extra money except the ministers themselves to spend in tourism. It is actually those ministers who have that money to be touring any way they wish, any way they so wish. And this suggestion, they should be setting aside money so that year end they engage in local tourism. How much do this civil servants? Okay, guys, that was it for now. I'm gonna sign out. Big up to Stanford Mukwengere. Good morning, good morning. Thank you to everybody who was watching us live right about now. Enough respect to you. Make sure you click the like button and subscribe to TV7 Live if you have not yet already done so that you never miss any of our videos, because we make videos each and every day. Amos Masunda, good morning there. Good morning to Dumisani Ngungu and Ruth Mbewe. Thank you guys for your support.